Hello friend, welcome back. In this video we'll see how does selector sub supports dynamic XPath. Does selector sub supports dynamic XPath? The very first question. Yes, it supports. So when we say that dynamic XPath, basically we are saying that XPath those has the dynamic attributes. So if the value of an attribute is dynamic, then that XPath becomes basically dynamic. So like if we refresh the page, that value is going to change or not, something like that you can say. So let's say inspect any element over here. If that element is dynamic, so you see that here id looks like dynamic, like menu item 2311. So whenever we found a value of attribute as like alphanumeric, so we feel that that could be dynamic one. So does selector sub helps with that? Yes. Let's see how. If you open selector sub, you see that there is an alert icon over here. It says that id looks dynamic. Uncheck the id checkbox or delete the id attribute from the attribute box to generate relative XPath without id. So basically, like if you feel that you know that whether the id is dynamic or static, so in that case you can take a call. Here there is an id checkbox. Uncheck this id. You see now it's generating with class. Read the message over here. It's saying that class looks dynamic. If you want to generate without class, you uncheck this one. So it has all those solutions over here, all possible things. Now because nobody can define whether ABC123 is dynamic or static, so that is the reason that you are the right person for your application who knows that any attribute is dynamic or not. So I know that for my application this value is static. If I will refresh this page, this XPath is not going to change. Let me refresh again, inspect that element. You see that 2311 again, that is there. So if you know that for your application which attribute is static, you can generate with that. Suppose like for an example, if you want to if I want to generate any XPath for any element, like XPath with any particular attribute if you want to generate. So if it is generating with some other attribute, like it is generating with title, but we want with let's say we want with data toggle. So here you just pass that data toggle over here and press enter. It will generate with your attribute whatever you have passed. Now when you will inspect any element, the first preference will be given to your attribute and then it will go for other choices. Okay, so this is how you can generate the selectors, your XPath CSS selector with your own attribute as well as with the attribute choices. Generate selector with the desired attribute. So you have seen that how you can generate XPath with your own attribute or with the like static attribute. So this helps you a lot and saves tremendous amount of time. So yeah, thank you, and in the next tutorial we will see how we can convert XPath to CSS selector using selector sub. And before that I would request you, like if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe and please do like, share this video and share selector sub. Again I would request you and I will keep requesting you, please support. And like if you have any comment or anything, please let me know in the comment section. Thank you.